Greetings, adventurers, and welcome to the Adventure Incorporated podcast. I am your Dungeon Master, Anthony Reed. This is episode 168. It is the 9th episode of the Path of Conjuration. It is potentially the final episode of the Path of Conjuration, but I don't trust my players to say that for sure, so we'll all find out together next week. So, as you know, we are planning to head down to Dragon Con this August. Again, if you have an opportunity to come hang out with us Labor Day weekend, you'll meet the whole cast. You'll get to see some really fun live shows, including us going head-to-head in a blood feud with Botched. There'll be more on that soon. But right now, what I'm reaching out to everyone here, listening on podcast, to say, if you have been following along, if you feel like you're really enjoying our content, head over to adventureincpod.com. There's two things you're looking for there. First of all, we have a wiki, the Notatia Collective. Head in there and start writing up some pages for me. Start filling some stuff in there. The wiki is such a great resource that is woefully underutilized, mostly because it's only half done. So let's try to fill it all in together. If you got some ideas or some thoughts on certain things, you can go and look. Some things are just stubs. Some things don't have a page yet at all. Just throw some stuff out there, and I'll go through with my editing passes and make sure everything looks formatted correctly and all of that. But I need you, our faithful listenership, to head over to the wiki and just make it our own, make it a big thing we can all build out together. The other thing is, if you are getting value out of the show and you want to give some value back, head to patreon.com/adventureinc. There is a link to that right there on adventureincpod.com, and since you're already filling out the wiki, that should make it real easy. We so appreciate the support of our patrons. It's incredible, everything that we get to do because of them. I'm talking patrons like Adam, patrons like Chris, Graydon, Kayla, Crystal. It is such a huge thing to us that you guys care enough to support us and to help us out, and we can't thank you enough. Also, don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Don't forget to shoot us an iTunes review. I don't think we've gotten one of those in a while, and I don't really know what they do, but I feel like maybe they're valuable in some capacity. If you haven't done one, do one. It'd be great. All right, I think that's all I have this week. Let's get started. Nobles and farmers, knights and wenches, gather round to hear a tale of excitement and mystery. Brave adventurers facing grave dangers. Keth, the fighter monk.
Like, usually when you bring people back from the dead in books, it turns out really bad.
That's just to sell more books.
ReedJebeddo, the rogue.
God, it's so good to see something positive happen. God, I'm so glad to be back home. Let's make sure we get Clug fixed up, then we'll have 2 under our belts. This is awesome.
Genevera, the sorcerer. Genevera, you are a powerful sorcerer capable of very strong magics.
Oh, this is the first time someone acknowledges how good I am at magic and convict me of a fucking crime? What the shit?
Gillick, the paladin warlock.
Can we find you, something else to tap into instead?
Yeah.
What, give it 4 levels of warlock? Are you shitting me?
And Asher, the druid barbarian.
Asher, puts his hand on Jebeddo's shoulder. This is the most affectionate you've ever seen Asher.
Let us recall what happened before.
There are others who face the challenges you have faced, but so far, only you have succeeded. I am here to offer you a deal. Before me, you see 3 crystals.
I'm out.
If we win, you teleport Gorm to the sun.
Prepare yourselves, for this is the tale of Adventure Incorporated.
Cool.
To the sun?
Who's
Yep.
Gorm?
to the middle of the fucking sun.
I have 2 problems with this particular request.
Yeah, I bet you do. Yeah, Anthony, I bet you do.
I cannot affect things off your world in this way. The ley line is tied to the world of New Merida, and so it must be tied to that place. Second, the mistress has forbid us from interfering with the one you call Gorm.
I mean, we both kind of know that's bullshit, right? That, second one?
This has been handed down to us.
I mean, she works in mysterious ways. Because, that's not what she told me.
If she has charged you with something different than she has charged us, perhaps it is of your nature that you are able to take a different command than we are. She is truly mysterious in her choices at times, it seems.
Just feels like, you said you could do all this stuff, and, maybe what you're saying is, all bullshit. I don't know.
Oh my god, are you trying to Aladdin him right now?
It seemed like you were pretty powerful. It seemed like you could do some things, and
Guess we're gonna have to find our own way out of here, Clyde.
Jeez, Clyde. Silly me. I thought the guy who could do teleportation magic could just teleport us on out of here, but it seems like he can't do anything at all, that would actually be powerful.
You can choose something else for me to conjure.
The sun. Fuck you.
I just thought, we may as well wrap it up, folks. Could you fucking imagine? It'd be so stupid. Hey, so we got this idea for a 5-year show. But in year 3.5, we're just going to ruin it.
By throwing the bad guy into the sun. It's over. Right. We did it.
All done. You win. Do you feel...
Party sounds.
Do you feel accomplished?
How satisfying was this plot line?
A banner rolls down. It says mission accomplished.
Yeah.
Fade to black.
You're wearing
on
a
the
spacesuit.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, when does the gambling start?
We have been doing the gambling.
What? Gambling is boring.
We are setting our terms.
Ugh.
Hey, LaBrawn. In the last all-hands meeting at Adventure Incorporated that you were at, what do you remember from the strategic priorities for the year?
She pulls out...
What a backhanded way to do this. You could have an out-of-game conversation if you wanted.
No. Yeah, that's probably a better idea.
Right.
She pulls out a bunch of napkins.
No, I want to make Steph go through this as LaBrawn.
Yeah. So she pulls out a bunch of ripped up pieces of paper, and they all have pictures or drawings or notes on them. And she kind of stares at them really intently, very, very slowly going through them. So this is a very, very long process, and she's going to say things like orcs. We did that one. And she's gonna throw
Can
it
we
to the
hurry this process? Should we continue to discuss
Some
other
people
matters?
have a hard time remembering things, and it might take me a minute.
Oh, okay. He sits down.
Great. So she's going to keep flipping through those, and she's going to get to one that has a picture of a zombie on it. And she's going to hold it out, and she's going to say, Clyde said this one, right?
Yeah, and then we
yeah,
move past it.
Dealing with the Lich would be like, good for Carapath or whatever.
Can we send him to the sun?
The sun is not... That's sort of beyond my scope, but perhaps there is something else I could provide for you in this case.
Okay, so she throws that one away, and then the next one she's going to come up with has a picture of just a crown, but the face under the crown has a super mean face, and then long hair so that you know it's one of the girl kings. So she's going to hold it out to Gebeddo and say...
King, is that...
I think
King?
the Desert King is something about her.
Oh, when I first looked at it, I thought for sure that was Callus.
No, she has pretty hair.
You're right. Yeah, I see it now. Okay. Yeah, that's fair.
So, like, out of game, if we could use this to find Harriman, like, if he could transport Harriman somewhere, like, to us, because nobody knows where she is.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. That's out of game stuff's thought.
Maybe we could, like, have him teleport Harriman somewhere where we could, like, find her or whatever.
She, like, glowers at Clyde because in her mind she very clearly said that.
Fucking Clyde. Mansplaining all the time.
Right, exactly. This one?
Yeah, I mean, we could... That one at least feels less cleaning up, like, our mistakes. Gebeddo says.
Oh no! Oh, because it's all of our mistakes here. Because it's the Blob's fucking fault.
Right.
It's the many pennies, and it feels like actually this feels like the perfect thing to have achieved from the Blubs and the many pennies because like it is a combination all of our faults.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if you can't throw anybody into the fucking sun, like, what good are you? But that, can you bring Harriman to Mughamara, like to the Adventure Incorporated compound? Can you do that? Is that too much to ask?
That is within my ability.
Wow, it's within a lot of people's abilities. It's within a fucking horse's ability. So I guess we're going to have to come up with something bigger for you, right? I mean, unless you're as weak as a horse.
There is something else attached to her.
Oh, yeah, we don't want that. Whatever it is. Dobrik can find his own way home.
I can separate them.
Wait. I mean, I assumed you would do that when you teleported Harriman here without Dobrik.
Not Dobrik. Harriman has an entity connected to her. Something powerful and large. When I bring her to you, I can bring you that as well, but separated.
That sounds spicy. You know what's tricky about that is we're going to be here, have you do the thing, and then close the ley line. Feels like real bad timing to have something powerful and large just appear while we're not there to fix it.
Well, why don't you bring it with her so that then we can kill it? Because remember, Skull, that was, I think, maybe the thing we were supposed to do. Remember? There was a bowl of pee.
Bowl of pee?
Yeah, and Harold brought sandwiches. And I punched a wall. And then there was a big room with lots of fancy stuff. And the bowl of pee.
Wait.
Remember the bowl of pee?
We debriefed on that. Are you talking about when you guys went to Vedris?
Yes.
Oh.
There was a bowl of pee. Skull,
Okay.
you have to remember.
I need to take a hit for my pipe, but I can't right now. It
Fancy
hurts my memory.
bowl, and it was shining, and there was like yellow pee in it, and she said it was very important, and she said it had something to do with Iora, so maybe it was Iora's pee.
Starting to come back to me. Yeah.
But that's not what was important. There was a what was it that we had to fix?
Actually, we'll take Iora's pee bowl as well.
What did we have to fix?
I will teleport to you, the king of the desert, the bowl of golden liquid. And I can offer one more thing.
That's right.
What?
I will allow you to leave with a piece of this place. That piece of this place will be empowered with whatever power it brings with it. But it will also carry with it the ability for you to separate the king and this entity.
Love it.
Cool.
See, now that's a pretty impressive power, I gotta say. That's pretty good.
In exchange, as I have said before,
You
if
want
they
something
fail,
of equal value for those things, right?
yes,
So, all right, we will offer you a horse, a cart, and a crowbar.
the thing you have asked me for is for far more value than those things.
Is it though?
We already
Yes.
gave you our things.
We asked for something to bring someone somewhere. Horse, check. Something to carry a bowl of pee. A cart, check. Something to separate something from something else. A crowbar, check.
You could try with a crowbar. I do not think it would serve you in this case.
I have been pretty good with a crowbar in the past.
LaBrawn fucking is living for this back and forth. She's the Michael Jackson popcorn meme.
I will have you know, I made a lot of goblins very unhappy a very long time ago with a crowbar.
I could give you back that crowbar.
Oh, I don't need that specific crowbar. It's not like Justin.
I could reach into the ether and return from abjuration your mace.
I don't believe that to be true. Abjuration's closed. If you can't reach the fucking sun, how can you reach into closed ley lines?
I can reach into the ley lines of my siblings. I am not tied to the material plane.
So, so if we had asked you to throw Gorm into the elemental plane of fire, you could have done that?
Yes. If I could interact with this Gorm, I certainly could.
All right, Clyde, what about if we just had him throw the Lich into the elemental plane of fire instead of the sun?
The elemental plane of fire is still tied to our world.
Well, sure, but like the Lich would get burnt to shit and like never be able to get out of it, right?
I don't know that.
I mean, it's a lich. You might figure something out.
He's also, like, already dead. It could buy us some time.
We can at least go through there and clean up all the junk while he's gone.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I liked my idea.
Wait, which idea?
sandwiches. No. Should we vote on it?
Wait, vote to choose to do that instead of bringing Harriman here, or to Mugamara?
Oh, I guess Harriman knocks out a bunch of birds with one stone, huh?
And it's definitely an issue.
Yeah. All right.
No one thinks the Lich is a bigger problem than I do. Obviously, I have to deal with it all the time, but I don't know that throwing him to the elemental plane of fire solves our problem and doesn't just bring him back angry or whatever.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Then what do you want for doing the equivalent service of a cart, a horse, and a crowbar?
As I have said, I request only the cart. Escort from this place to the material plane. Bring me with you in your ritual.
Gebeddo wants to size him up. And kind of look him up and down and see if we could take him.
Okay.
Him and the party. So I don't know what I would need to roll for that.
Roll an insight check.
All right. 19.
Stand by.
Okay. Also, Gebeddo wants to think about, in this insight check, he wants to know if the Many Pennies could do it, or if the Many Pennies and Blubs together in the biggest crossover event of the season could do it.
You suspect that the four of you would have a challenging time doing this, but that it would not be impossible.
Cool.
But that it would definitely be difficult.
Sure. Wait, the four of us in this room right now?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, okay, then that's perfect. Yeah, all right, I'll take that deal.
He generates a glowing green crystal
This is a bad idea, right?
and places it on the
Are you
pile.
asking LaBrawn that, or
Bring-
are you
bringing-
Mike asking me that?
Yeah. This is a bad idea, right, Steph?
Yes, Mike.
Josh, this is a bad idea, right?
Yeah.
What should we do instead?
No,
Instead
this
of
is,
fight.
No, instead of offer to bring him to the material plane.
That's yeah.
Do it. We have to do it
We don't have to do anything.
for narrative
No.
purposes.
For narrative purposes.
No. For narrative, well, I mean, it'd
my
be very
own personal
interesting.
narrative.
It would be a bad idea to bring him to the material plane. And there's no way we could trick him to bring him to a different plane.
A different material plane.
Right, exactly.
It is a material plane. It's the plane of plaid.
Right. It's adjacent to the plane of wool.
Right.
I think we should just do this, and then if you start murdering people, then it's very clear you're a bad guy and we can kill you.
Okay.
She looks at Gebeddo and says, "We only kill bad guys."
That's right. That's right out of the handbook.
So,
And
like,
birds.
are we just like waiting?
But not friend birds. Just food birds.
Are we just like waiting for the
No.
light to start again, or like what do we? Do we have other stuff we want to try to push, or?
I mean, is there anything else we can do?
You can continue to negotiate if you are so inclined.
Oh, I'm so bored.
Then we can wait.
That's no better. She takes out her axe and just kind of slams it into the ground.
I cannot manipulate time in this place, but I could provide you something for your amusement in the meantime.
Yes.
Well, what?
That's my question. What would you like?
Okay.
Sometimes Skull draws me pictures and then flips the pages really fast so it looks like they're moving.
Oh yeah. Can I borrow some of that paper?
Yeah.
He conjures paper and a charcoal for you.
Awesome. Skull.
Yeah,
Oh, sorry.
No, go.
Skull draws a picture of a bird flapping its wings. just a very simple like V-shaped bird,
LaBrawn
and like
is
some grass on the
enthralled.
ground, and then the grass getting taller as the flip book goes and the bird flies.
So as they're doing this, Gebeddo's going to point at Clyde and cast message. And he's going to say, I don't trust this. Should we stop it?
I don't, for the record, I don't trust it either. I think that if, I don't think there's anything necessarily holding us to this either, though.
And he's going to point back and say, yeah, but should we just kill him here?
He hesitates in responding to you. You can see him, like, his face is twisting a little bit as he tries to piece this together. He says, what does that mean if we do that?
Gebeddo points back at him and he says, well, it means this guy's not alive anymore. We got to find Asher wherever he is on this plane.
He responds back, have you guys, like, killed one of these before or whatever?
Well, we haven't, but did the Death Lord kill one of them? Yeah. But
Two, actually.
oh, right. But we saw it happen in necromancy.
Do you think it changes things for you when you go to another ley line if you've actually done it this time?
You got a point. Probably. Probably.
It might still be worth it. I don't know. That's for you to decide. I'm just trying to protect you.
Gebeddo sighs out loud.
The first light lights.
Wait, the first one? The one with Harold?
The second light. The one with
Bandy!
Jen, Bandy, Gillick, and BP.
I knew you could do it, Bandy.
The Mind Flayer hisses. He is furious.
LaBrawn hisses back.
Skull is still upset that his club is on the line. That OSCAR is on the line.
Two of you.
Too bad, pal. And Gebeddo grabs the enchanted pewter ball and puts it back in his bag. Sorry, bud.
It's not over yet.
He regains some of his composure. He says,
The last one was always going to be the challenge.
Is there anything we can do to help those poor Elatrix and Farah with their deadweight friends?
Are you asking me that?
Yeah.
Not that you know of, but you might be able to negotiate for it. He says,
As per our agreement, now I have sent your accomplices that have succeeded. They will arrive safely on the material plane once all is done.
Yay.
As will the third group should they finish.
Well, remember you said no matter what.
If they survive, they will arrive safely.
That's not what you said. Because that's what we were worried about.
Yeah, that's not what you said.
They will arrive safely.
Yeah, that's more like it.
That sounds a lot more like what you said.
And I have moved your other ally to a safer space as well. I am to understand that the 5 of you will be needed to close this place to the world.
Yeah.
You 5 will be brought to the ley line. The rest will return home.
Well, that's perfect then.
But when the other group fails, you will take me with you as per our deal.
So, what do you want done on the material plane?
You would seek to isolate me here, to lock me away, to keep me unable to connect with that place, as I do now. I seek only to have that connection restored, to leave this place vacant and empty in its isolation.
You just want to go see your brothers.
I have no desire to see them. Any of the siblings.
You just want to go where the people go.
Yes.
Setting that up and watching Steph twist, not being able to follow that up with the next line was that was more delicious than any hammy slammer could ever be.
I'm so upset. My brain is fighting so hard.
oh, God.
I want to see him dancing, walking around downtown. What's that word again?
Oh, I don't have those.
She's still singing it, only quiet, like she's mouthing it. Oh, God, this visual bit.
It's too bad this isn't a tavern night. Everyone would love it.
Don't worry, patrons. I will sing whatever Disney song you want me to on our next tavern night. Put in your requests.
Be a man.
I'll do it.
Very happy.
Okay.
So you just don't want to be alone anymore?
I would take that place as my home.
What does
Wait.
that mean?
Yeah, that's right. Never mind. A little slasky, but it's fine.
A little bit. That was a little slask, but that's fine.
I would find a place for me among your world.
Go on.
But I would make that business my own.
Yeah, but in order for you to get there, you need us to do it. So it kind of is ours also.
But you have made your deal. You will get your prize. Or I will get mine.
I don't know, Skull. What do you... How can we swing this?
I mean, I don't know, man. I tend to be too trusting. I feel like this guy's not going to do too much of either. He wants to make it his home. He wants to make the material plane his home. Why can't you conjure yourself to the material plane now? Like, why are you stuck here?
My connection to the material plane does not work that way. I can pass energy to the plane, but I am forbidden to travel there of my own power. Traveling by this ritual, that would bend the rules.
So, what you're saying is, there's a reason that you shouldn't go to the material plane.
I am not meant for the material plane, true.
Wait, are you going to get me in trouble with my boss? And your boss?
I do not know how the mistress would react to such a thing.
We should probably check with her before we do it.
You have made your deal.
Imagine disappointing your mom like that, though. LaBrawn, can you tell us about the last time that you disappointed your mom and how that worked out for you?
Yeah, it was a really bad day. All I was trying to do was fight like my brothers, and apparently you're not supposed to just hit people in, the village, because I thought that he was being a bully, and so I punched him in the nose, and it turns out that he was being a bully, but you're still not supposed to just punch people in the nose, which I think is ridiculous because, as I've learned at Adventure Incorporated, you kill bad guys. So, really, I told my mom that I should have just killed him, and she was really upset, and then she sent me away, and that's how I ended up at Adventure Incorporated.
I don't feel like I learned a lesson from this.
It's really... I haven't seen my mom in a long time. That's when I was 9, and now I'm not that. And I haven't seen my mom. And she was so excited for me to be a girl. And I thought that would stay like that forever.
I have not spoken with the mistress in 900 years.
That's like a lot longer than it's been since I've talked to my mom, but I'm still really sad about it. Can you bring my mom here?
Yes, I can.
Like right now?
He conjures your mother.
LaBrawn mom.
LaBrawn mom.
La mom.
La mom.
Yeah.
La mom.
She looks very confused for a moment, and then
Mom,
she says,
it's me, LaBrawn.
LaBrawn? That's impossible. You're 9.
No, I was 9 like a long time ago.
Right, last time I saw you.
That was a lot of years ago.
You
Mom.
look nothing like you did then.
I know, it's because I got old. I also learned a lot.
I'm glad. Did you learn to stop hitting boys in the village on the nose?
Well, yes. I've learned that if it's a good person, you shouldn't do that. But I've learned that if someone's a bad person,
Gebeddo's like shaking his head.
that you have to do what's right.
And now he puts it like 2 fingers, like
Okay.
kisses hands in Italian.
And I learned that because of you, Mom, and I miss you. And so when this spooky magic boy said that he could just bring people anywhere, I asked him, and then he hasn't talked to his mom in 900 years. And I didn't want that to be us.
Well, I appreciate it.
You should tell
miss
him
me?
to get his mom down here so that he can talk to her too.
I missed you every day you were gone, but I had to send you away for your own good. But it sounds like it worked.
Mom,
I did the right thing.
Yeah, I have a lot of friends now.
You had no friends before, so this is good.
Yeah. How are LaBrons?
Well, most of them still live at home. I've tried my best, but you know the boys.
Yeah.
They're still getting in a lot of fights. Not like my wonderful daughter who doesn't get in fights anymore.
Yeah. Okay. This was really nice, Mom. Give everyone a hug for me.
Come home and visit.
I can?
Yes, you can come home and visit, but you can't live there.
Okay.
I'm out of spaces.
No, it's okay. I have a home.
I'm out of spaces.
We let one of the LaBrons move into your room when you left.
Was it number 4?
Yes.
How did I know that?
Okay.
Okay.
I love you,
Can
Mom.
I just leave this place?
LaBrawn tries to get a hug.
Oh, she'll hug you.
Great. Okay. And then she looks at the Mind Flayer and says, okay, you can send her back now. Mom, take a sandwich. They're really good.
As she reaches for one, she disappears.
Thanks. That was really nice. You should do that with your mom, too, because it felt really nice to get a hug from my mom.
I cannot do that with my creator.
Can't or won't?
Also, you should
Yes.
probably call her Mom. Mom's like that.
Sounds like you're not all that powerful after all. Yeah, I guess it's not a big deal if he comes to the material plane because he can't even call his mom.
The third light lights.
Yay!
Yay!
No! No!
Why are you mad?
I will not stand for this! This mockery! How?
Yeah, 'cause you
How
don't
could
have
this
legs.
happen?
What? What'd she yell?
I said, yeah, because you don't have legs.
I will kill all of you!
No.
You said you wouldn't.
This was a deal.
Lied.
Gambling is a promise.
Summons 2 beholders.
Gambling
That-
is a promise. Time out. I don't think we let that breathe enough. Okay, time in.
He summons 2 beholders to either side of him. And he angrily draws his hands to the side. Everyone roll initiative.
Remember when you promised it would just be talking?
I lied.
Wow, that was a legitimately
Nat
evil
20.
laugh.
Nat 20, is that what you said?
It sure is.
I was not expecting to fight, and neither
I
was
also wasn't expecting
Gebeddo.
to fight.
He rolled a 1. So 6 initiative.
$22.
What's LaBrawn's dex?
2 plus 2.
What's Skull's dex?
+3.
So LaBrawn gets beat out despite her nat 20.
Feels like Nat 20 should just win.
Feels like it.
Yeah.
I think I can pull up. To note, this feels to Jebeddo's insight like it's going to be much harder than
Oh, really?
taking that. Well, since there's now 2 beholders as well.
Right. Interesting. Jebeddo never would have guessed that to be true. Because apparently he's an idiot.
I was just making sure that I was clear.
My club's still over by on the other side of the line, right?
Yeah, but you can get to it.
Okay.
You're not going to have to be weaponless.
Okay, great.
I really thought that enchantment thing would have paid off more. Would have gotten us more.
It was really cool though. I liked
But
that.
Anthony didn't respect it, so that was cool.
This beholder looks a little different than the ones you've seen before. Or these beholders. They still have eye stalks, but it seems like they're a little bit more compact. They don't have the big mouth on them or anything like that. They're just the single eye with the eye stalks coming off of them. But there's something about them that seems like bloody or raw.
But they don't have a mouth.
They do not have a mouth.
Huh. And they're bloodied. They're already bloodied? Sweet. Perfect. Thank you.
And they also have tentacles aside from just their eye stalks. So in a way, it looks a little more like the Mind Flayer.
Gross.
Yeah. So first up is Skull.
All right. Skull's gonna run up and just try to start bashing the Mind Flayer. Get rid of him as quickly as possible, and then maybe the beholders will disappear.
Okay. Yeah, so you run up, you grab your weapon.
Yep. And yeah, I'm just gonna start wailing on him. First attack. 25 to hit.
25 hits.
Yay.
Yeah.
Yeah. 9 points of damage. Second attack. How many attacks do I get? A bunch. Okay, yeah. So, second attack. 17 to hit.
17 hits.
Another 9 points of damage. Third attack is a 15 to hit.
15 hits.
4 points of damage. I'm sorry. I'm spending a point of ki to do flurry of blows, so that I had 2 attacks, and then that was my first unarmed strike, and this is my last one.
Yeah.
23 to hit.
Hits.
Hell yeah.
6 points of damage.
Nice.
And then, because I used flurry of blows, I'm gonna disengage and head back and stand close to the group.
Okay. LaBrawn, you are next.
Okay, so LaBrawn has Hummus out already. And so she's just going to kind of like swing it around her head like a helicopter and just murder one of the beholders.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
12.
Uh,
Oh, sorry. She's going to use her bonus action to rage also.
Okay. A 12 does not do it.
Okay. So she's going to kind of keep that swing going and roll again and hit again. $15.
15 hits.
Oh,
Yeah.
hell yeah. Six.
Okay.
She's
So
in
you
her
just
head
sort of
a little bit, like,
just nick it.
because she just told her mom, she just lied to her mom, basically, that she doesn't fight anymore. So,
Yeah,
a
so
little
she was
off the game.
hesitant.
yeah.
Next up is the Beholders. So let me get some of these dice.
Also, I am resistant to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing. So, that's helpful here, right?
We'll see.
So let's see. The eye beams on the creature begin firing off of the first of the Beholders. One shoots at LaBrawn. I was wrong about the number of options. So LaBrawn, give me a wisdom saving throw. Okay. A beam of red energy slams into your chest, and you feel the adrenaline in your body spike. The hair on the back of your neck stands on end, and your heart begins to beat fast. You take a deep, or a shallow but heavy breath, but then you push your mind to defend you against that fear, and you suffer no fear effect.
She shakes her head and goes, "Ooh!"
Skull.
Hey.
Yes.
Side note, have we had time to heal since, like, the last stuff?
Yeah, when you passed through, you were healed.
Okay.
Skull, make an intelligence saving throw.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. Four.
Okay. A blue beam fires off from the creature and slams into your head, dealing you... Woof. $36 damage.
Oh my god, I'm
Psychic.
bloodied as fuck.
Yeah, 36 psychic damage slams into you. Gebeddo.
Yep.
Skull suddenly looking real hurt.
Give me a dexterity saving throw.
$22.
Okay. A ray of white energy fires off into you. For a second, you feel your muscles tense, like you're going to have difficulty getting them to move the way you want them to. But you push hard against it, and your muscles loosen.
Oh shit.
What?
Hang on. It was a magic attack, not a ranged weapon attack, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, alright. No, then everything's fine.
All right. The second of the Beholders moves forward and makes an attack at LaBrawn. This is not with its... it's actually attacking you with its tentacles. It misses with the tentacles, and it tries to bite you instead. It also misses with a bite.
Hell yeah, it does.
Clyde's turn. Clyde casts haste on LaBrawn.
Oh, I feel weird.
Yeah, suddenly that same feeling of the adrenaline spikes back up in you, but this time, instead of it being about fear, you just feel like everything around you kind of slows down. And you now have like more energy to be able to do things.
So can I do like 3 attacks?
You can. Until the spell ends, the target's speed is doubled, it gains a +2 bonus to AC, and it has advantage on dexterity saving throws. It gains an additional action on each of its turns. That action may be used to take the attack, one weapon attack only, dash, disengage, hide, or use an object action.
So next.
And that lasts for up to 1 minute while he's concentrating.
Okay.
Next up is the Mind Flayer. The Mind Flayer is not super pumped about Skull.
Skull's not super pumped right now about how much damage he just took.
Okay. So, basically it fires off a beam from the front of its mind forward. So, it's aiming it at Skull, but it catches LaBrawn also. So both of you make an intelligence saving throw.
Oh, yikes.
Natural 20.
6.
I'm sorry, what was that?
6.
Cool.
These are good characters to go against the Mind Flayer.
Sweet.
So, LaBrawn, you take 23 psychic damage, and you are stunned for 1 minute. You can take a saving throw at the end of each of your turns to end the effect.
The end of each of my... So I can't do anything.
On your next turn, correct. You lose a turn.
Yeah, you just got Uno skipped.
Jebeddo, it's your turn.
Great. Do either of the, beholders look bloodied?
Not bloodied. One of them was attacked by LaBrawn a little bit, but it's definitely not bloody.
Okay. And so Skull ran away from the Mind Flayer, right?
Yeah, I disengaged so that I was over back by you guys.
All right.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good. And LaBrawn is not in combat range with the Mind Flayer, is she?
LaBrawn is in combat range of the Mind Flayer, but she's incapacitated.
Does that change that?
It does not. I don't believe it can confer your bonus if they're incapacitated.
Oh, yep. Is there another enemy of the target who is not incapacitated with a bummer? All right, Jebeddo's going to flip the chair he's been sitting on down to cause a distraction, and then try and hide, turn into that smoke to try and get that sneak attack.
Okay, make a stealth check.
Great. Yeah. That is 28.
Okay. Yeah, 28's high. Yeah, wow. One of them rolled an 18, and you still... Well, because they've got a crazy high perception because they're Mind Flayers, but you still managed to... you're pretty sure you've hidden from all of them.
Great. Then he's going to try and sneak around and, come up behind the Mind Flayer to get that sneak attack damage.
Okay.
That's a 17 to hit.
17 hits.
42 damage.
Wow.
Yeah. Including 3 lightning damage.
It looks very bad. Like you stab right up through it. and you can hear it squeal out as you do. It looks incredibly hurt.
Yeah, Gebetto whispers into his ear, "This is what happens when you don't keep your word."
Yeah. It looks sad. Skull, it's your turn.
Okay. Gebetto, you just hit the mind flayer again?
Yeah.
Okay. I will do the same. Try to run up and bash it a bunch of times. Let's see. All right, yeah, I'm gonna run up and first attack. 25 to hit.
Hits.
Okay, and this is with a weapon attack. I'm gonna try to do a stunning strike to see if it. So it has to make a Constitution saving throw. Yeah, when you hit another creature with a melee weapon attack, you spend 1 K point. Yes.
18 on a con save.
That passes.
Okay.
7 points of damage.
Okay.
Second attack. 15 to hit.
Hits.
Sorry, 16.
16 hits.
All right. 8. And then unarmed strike. 21 to hit.
Hits.
9 points of damage.
All right. LaBrawn, go ahead and make your save at the end of your turn.
20.
All right, yeah. You shake
Yeah.
off the effects of the stun.
Hell yeah.
The beholder who used its eye beams last time now makes regular attacks. I think it probably moves against Gebetto, since it can now see Gebetto behind.
Sure.
Uh, 10 plus 15, not good enough. It tries to bite. 19.
19 will hit.
So it does 20 damage. Piercing.
Right. Cool.
The other one starts targeting with its eye beams. The first goes to LaBrawn. LaBrawn, make a intelligence saving throw.
God damn it. That would be 3.
Okay, yeah, that blue energy, that
three.
similar, yeah,
3. 1, 2, 3.
the blue energy that is similar to what hit Skull comes for you, and it deals you 32 damage, psychic. Another beam comes for you, LaBrawn. Go ahead and give me a dexterity saving throw.
So I have advantage on this?
Yep.
um, 10?
Okay. You feel your body start to slow down, sort of going against the haste effect that you already have on you. It just evens you out. So you don't get slowed, but you lose the effects of the haste.
Okay.
The last one fires a beam at... the last beam, rather, fires at Gebetto.
And it misses.
No.
Yep.
It doesn't miss.
I checked.
Gebetto, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Nope. Dex saving throw. Is this magic?
If I had to roll intelligence.
It is a... It's not really magic. It's not like a spell.
ask because I get advantage on magic saving throws against wisdom.
Yeah, that's
Intelligence,
fine.
and
I'll give you
charisma.
that.
Okay. Gnome cunning is the racial feat or racial ability for that or whatever.
That's fine. I'll give you that.
Okay. Yeah, thank God. Alternate reality Gebeddo rolled an 8. This reality Gebeddo rolled a 19.
You feel that fear attack you as well. The hairs stand up on the back of your neck, and you get a little bit of adrenaline, but you push the fear away and focus on the task at hand.
Hell yeah.
Clyde prepares an action.
Of course he does.
The Mind Flayer, badly bleeding, barely clinging to life, slides off of Gebeddo's blade after being attacked by Skull again, and attempts to cast a spell. He attempts to cast Plane Shift on himself. Clyde casts Counterspell as a reaction.
Cool.
Nice.
So he succeeds, and the Flayer's spell is countered.
Yeah.
Gebeddo,
Wow.
it's your turn.
All right. You surrender?
Please, I give up.
Call them off. And he gestures to the beholders.
He snaps and they disappear.
Gebeddo attacks.
Ho 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 ho!
God damn. Nice.
That's cold. I love it.
25 to hit.
Hits.
Let's see. That is 20, 30, 40, 48 damage.
Oh my god. You snap. Yeah, he snaps his fingers. The two beholders disappear, and then you just slam the all-seeing blade right between his eyes, right in through his brain. The look of horror and shock on his face when you do so. He conveys it so well despite not having a mouth. And then he just slides back to the floor, dead.
Okay, now where's Bandy?
Do the beholders stay or do they go?
No, he dismissed
Oh
them.
yeah, dismiss them. That's right. Sorry.
Yeah. Gebeddo looks up at the group and he's like, I couldn't trust that he would stick around and honor anything.
Yeah, it's okay. He was a bad guy. And,
Clyde looks at her a little horrified.
LaBrawn takes her 101 gold pieces back. And then holds out. Oh no, you've already got it. Never mind.
I understand. I mean, he already lied to us, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So, I get it.
Hey, do we touch the glowing crystals to go home now?
Or do you think this is one of the ones that we can actually carry with us? What do you think? Oh, Clyde, you've never been here before. Basically, what happens in a plane of magic is that there are pure pieces of this magic around that we can actually gather and take back to Onmaneth, right? Like Genevera's necklace, or Gillick's shield, or Asher's pendant, or Keth's sword.
There's no way that's gonna come through on audio, but it was so perfect when you said Genevera's necklace. Anthony as Clyde just went, huh. and then like smile nodded, and it was so great.
And so, like all of those things came from these planes of magic where you are right now. And so this looks like it should be the same.
Should we all, like, touch it at
Grab
the
it
same time just in case?
But should we all hold hands and touch all of them?
That sounds like a good idea.
All of what?
All 3 of them.
3 of what?
The 3 glowing crystals. In front of it. Right. She points right there.
On the table. The ones on the table.
Oh. Yeah, we can hold hands and touch that if you want to.
No, all of them.
How would we all hold hands?
Okay. So she starts moving people. She puts Clyde on one end. And then puts Gebeddo next to Clyde. And she says, okay, Clyde, with one hand, hold, you're going to touch the crystal, but don't do it yet. And then hold Gebeddo's hand. And then she puts Skull next to Gebeddo and says, hold hands. And then also with Gebeddo and also Skull, you're going to touch the middle crystal, but don't do it yet. And then she stands on the end and she says, I'm going to grab you, just your arm, and I'm going to grab the 3rd crystal, but not yet.
And the 4th crystal?
There are only 3.
What about that one? And Gebeddo points at the crystal on the ground that actually has the magic of conjuration and the spell to turn Harriman.
Is that what I missed while I was putting Hero away?
Well, you were sneaky peeing?
While I was putting Hero away. Did you say? I didn't hear you say that. There was one on the ground.
Oh, yeah. The Mind Flayer had, like, created it and, like, put it on his side.
Okay.
Sorry.
I didn't know that.
Oh.
He did that before the break, but that's fine.
Okay. I don't remember. That's fine.
It's fine.
Okay, well, Gebeddo, you can hold... Okay. Okay, so, Skull, you hold Gebeddo's arm.
Okay.
And then with that arm, Gebeddo, you can grab that crystal.
Okay.
And with your other hand, remember, but don't do it yet. But other hand, remember to hold Clyde's hand.
But right now?
No, not right now yet. Not yet. So she goes to grab and she's hovering. So she's holding Skull's arm and she's hovering.
She's hovering. But now.
1. You should count.
2.
2.
What do we touch on?
1. What?
Go.
Go.
Okay.
You guys all touch your various crystals. And nothing happens.
Right.
Okay.
Nothing happened.
It worked. And Gebeddo, like, winks at everyone else. And he's like, man, that was such a good plan, LaBrawn. Good idea.
Thanks.
I'm glad it worked.
It doesn't feel like it worked.
I mean, we're all alive. It sounds like it feels like it worked.
But where do we go to find Bandy?
My guess is behind that curtain where the Mind Flayer came from. And Gebeddo, like, picks up the crystal off the floor.
LaBrawn's going to pick up the crystal as well.
The same one?
Yep.
No. Hers.
I was like, okay, we can hold
You're
it
just going to, like,
together.
take the crystal off the table?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's
Clyde's-
nothing to her
Yeah.
that would be...
Right.
Yeah.
Clyde's like, do I have to take
Yes.
mine? Oh, okay.
And she gives
Clyde,
him a look.
You get
Like-
to take yours.
Duh, you idiot.
Okay. He
Say
takes a
thank
crystal
you.
off the table.
Say thank you to LaBrawn.
Thank you, LaBrawn. What is happening right now?
Hey, Skull, if you don't want that, I'm sure Adventure Incorporated could probably figure something out to do with it.
Say that again? Sorry.
Your crystal? If you don't want it, I'm sure.
No, I want it.
Okay, I was gonna say,
I'm going to grab it. Yeah.
It was still sitting there. Everybody, grab one.
I thought I said I grabbed it. Did I? Did I not?
I don't know.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, no, I want that.
All right.
Give me that.
Yeah, okay. Cool. And Gebeddo heads over to the curtain.
Clyde heads over to the curtain too. He says, I just want you to know, Gebeddo, this has probably been the weirdest fucking experience of my life.
Yeah, this
strange
is
one.
insane, right? This is what we do all the time.
Yeah, it's pretty weird.
Oh. Is it gauche of me if I go check and see what else he's got lying around in his pockets, by the way?
I'll definitely do that.
It's a little weird to, like... I mean, if that's what you would normally do, I guess.
I've never done it before, but, like, it just... We're going to close this place off, and nobody else is going to ever come back.
I mean, I guess do you.
Gebeddo goes and checks. He loots the corpse.
Yes.
Gebeddo has, like... The only time I've ever taken anything off a dead body, it's been a fucking ring from the from the Cardozas.
Make an investigation check.
Great. Gebeddo is terrible at this.
He doesn't do it very often.
Yeah. A 9 total.
9 total. Okay. So you pick up the robe, under which you see a mass of slimy tentacles at the base of the creature, which I think probably turns you off a little bit. You put the robe back down. You don't go looting around under the robe. You do find a single pouch attached to the creature. You remove it, and it is filled... And I'm going to regret this eventually, I'm sure, with a silver powder.
Yes! Powder! So much more powder than Asher has? Pouch of silver powder.
Put in parentheses mind flayer there.
Parentheses, mind flayer.
So that in 8 months when you're like, hey, what can I do with this silver powder? And I'm like, where the fuck did you get that silver powder?
Don't worry about it. You're not the boss of me. I got some silver powder. What can I do with it?
Okay.
LaBrawn's gonna walk through the curtain.
Okay, yeah, on the other side of the curtain, you see another glowing green crystal like the ones you touched in your previous 2 iterations here.
Cool.
Oh, I found the one that we're supposed to grab together. I'm sure it's this one now.
I think you're right.
Yeah. Oh, I see what you thought. Okay, I get it now. Great work.
Thank you. She, like, holds out her hand.
Gebeddo high fives it?
No, we have to hold hands, otherwise we're gonna go at different... Oh. Am I the only one in this group who knows anything?
Clyde steps forward and grabs her hand.
She makes a face.
Yeah, Gebeddo grabs a hand.
Skol grabs Gebeddo's hand.
Hell yeah, he does.
All right, ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On
1,
yes, 2,
2,
2,
3.
3.
and then he touches.
go.
Each of you feel that familiar, now familiar, pulling, pushing, twisting, crushing feeling. There's a flash of green before your eyes, and everything goes black. Hey adventurers, DM Anthony here again. I just want to remind you that there are lots of ways to support the show. Head on over to patreon.com/adventureinc. Tell your friends about the show. Rate and review us on iTunes or wherever you get your podcasts. Links and more can be found at adventureinc.podbean.com. Thanks, everyone. We'll see you next week.